The opinions and views expressed by individuals during this broadcast are their own and may not be the opinions of this network, their group, or other organization they may be involved with.
What is going on, friends? And how are you doing out there on the land of the internet? Having a typical moment here of technology issues. For 1 second, please forgive me. Wow, how embarrassing. Let's solve this problem.
Discover the treasure trove of flavors at Miss Jolly's Munchie Factory. Satisfy your cravings with our award-winning treats. Follow us on Instagram at Captain Rogers 705. Let Miss Jolly's Munchie Factory lift your spirits. Experience the comforting embrace of our freshly prepared soups and infused cornbread.
Are you frantically pondering away on your keyboard these days? To discuss your views, share your passions, teach a skill, or share a craft to the masses on social media. Podcasting is a bright light that can help you reach a diverse audience. And the NOK Network can help. Even if you have no experience, NOK Network will work with you to develop your content to air on our diverse network to reach a wide audience, allowing us to grow together. Podcasts are aired on multiple platforms simultaneously across social media and streaming sites live through our network. Contact us and let's chat about how we can help you develop your podcast and join the NOK team.
Hey, hi, my name is John Mark, aka Sublimator Warrior, and I would like to welcome you to Smoke Signal in Tyndinaga.
One dab make your whole dome drip sweat. One dab make the homies all dip set. One dab, only really need one dab. One dab.
Smoke Signal is a medical dispensary where you can get all your products and needs.
Vaping a whole bunch. Might just start laying up the blunts. God. Ooey, ooey, gooey, that's a sticky dab. Sticky dab. Might just have to put this one on Instagram. Go and hold it in, feel it in your ribs.
So come and check us out in Tyndinaga. 55 Highway 49 in Tyndinaga. It's on the res, and we're open from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 7 days a week.
Tune in daily to NOK Network's diverse podcasting lineup. Ganja News Update, Mondays at 8 p.m. Eastern with Tara Simpson and Ron McNabb. Waking Up with the Wayniac, Tuesdays at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific with Tombstoner Wayne Cruz from Tombstone, Arizona. Grow 420, Tuesdays at 4 p.m. Eastern with Ron McNabb. Psychedelic Reporters, Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern with Hobbies Puppets and Tara Simpson. Peace, News and Views, Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern with Sir Stevo and Kim Cooper. Thursdays we have Open Your Eye with Kim Cooper and Tara Simpson, 8 p.m. Eastern. Followed by Thursday Night Vibes at 9:15 p.m. Eastern with Master and Mama Rochi. The IWK 710 Daily Sesh airs 7 nights a week with our rotating joint hosts nightly at 7 p.m. Eastern. Thanks for tuning in to all the podcasting on NOK Network.
Woohoo!
Now we get back to the show.
Now, friends, how are you doing out there in the land of the internet? This morning is a strange one. It is a windy, crazy one, and I came down here to find some parking, and it is full of people. So I decided that I would broadcast today and try my best to fight with the wind. Thing is, we're not going to win Mother Nature and the wind, so we're going to have to do a few things around that. So thank you for joining me. Sorry about the commercial. They are a very pesky thing, but they do have to be taken care of. Generally, if it was up to me, there would be absolutely no commercials, but we know what that's all about. You got to get your marketing in where you can get your marketing in. You know, there's a lot of times that when we as friends, as in stoners, as storytellers, as in people of the web, we tend to find things that we enjoy. Whether that is little donkeys, little goats, or it's children, or it's people crashing on bicycles and cars. It's those things because, well, it intrigues us. It doesn't intrigue us because we're sickos. It intrigues us because we're just always wondering how this is going to end. We're going to get us to a location where the audio will be better. All right, back to what I was saying. Sorry about that. We find the things that we enjoy. For me, growing up, firearms were a really big thing. For me, growing up, cowboys were a really big thing. For me, growing up, we'd go out and we'd play robbers. And the thing is that when you realize in life that, ooh, crazy wind. Get my audio on the windy section, please, my friends. We might have to find another place to go to see if we can get out of the wind. Got my firearm today, but I'm not carrying it with me, so I got to figure that out as well. Okay, back to what I was saying. You know, so we come down, we do these things. Good afternoon, my fellow East Coast friend. Hope everything's doing well there. Please forgive the wind. I'm dealing with this desert wind. Boy, does it not like us today. So I'm going to start setting this thing up for the walk. Hopefully you guys get yourself comfortable and enjoy a little bit while we're getting ready for the walk. Hopefully you see some stuff you do like or whatever you want to call it. And hey, just
Birdcage Theater. That's right, the Birdcage Theater, Tombstone, Arizona. This little building showed up in 1881, and they showed the acts of all the troubadours from across the United States. All the way from Shakespeare all the way to the dancing girls. There's a reason they call it the birdcage after all. Some of the finest deals were made here in this here building. Some while playing poker, others while watching the ladies of the night. Birdcage Theater, Tombstone, Arizona.
Well, did I not warn you? Did I not tell you you were going to go for a walk? You just didn't want to believe me, or you didn't listen. The walk's going to be fun as I throw things around. Let's stroll. You know, here in Tombstone, there a lot happens on the day to day. So people, when you come here, it doesn't matter what time of the day that you come here, you will always see folks that are coming from far and wide to see the famous place where the shootout happened. There's all kinds of stories that people do here. The idea for me and for you is that we just do it to get out and like break from like the ordinary. Sometimes the ordinary becomes the extraordinary. And that's why most of us do this thing that we try to live in. I'll tell you something. So, Wendy, please forgive the wind. Yeah, the wind tends to be a pain in the but most of us tend to deal with it in one way or the other. Whether you're flying yourself from the wind or you're hiding from the wind, but in Tombstone, I mean, a lot of us that come out here, a big part of it is that we come here to be free. That's the bottom line. I don't care what anybody tells you. I don't care what stories you hear, whether they want to be a cowboy. Now, we come here to be free. That's the bottom line. That's why folks move to Tombstone. That's why we come here. You know, after the Civil War happened, there were lots of boys that were disowned. They didn't have a place to go back to. They couldn't go back south. So they found themselves coming here, of all places. But that's not what I'm getting at, not a history lesson. But you know what time it is, guys? Yeah, that's right. The elixir of life. Look at that. Proudly brought to you by Bisbee Brewing Company here in Bisbee, Arizona. The wind is kicking so crazy right now. Take a look. You can see the windmill is going full steam ahead. That's nuts, right? So, recently, I was nominated for Storyteller of the Year in the cannabis community. I figured today I would demonstrate a little reason of why and where and how. You know, story is something that has been around for hundreds and hundreds of years. Story has been something that we've been carrying on as a tradition. Whether it's TV, whether it's your aunt and your uncle sitting around telling you stories, right? Holy crap, the wind really kicked in all of a sudden. And I mean to the point where that windmill I thought was going to take flight. And that's kind of scary. Woo-wee, boy, oh boy. Hopefully it doesn't take off because, I don't know. I'm not into the whole Alice in Wonderland or the whole wish I was back in Kansas because, well, I'm not. All right, so our tale starts out very slowly in a place, Sacramento, California, turn of the century. The year is 1877. And the people of the year of 1877 were quite different than you and I are now. But at that time, there were things that were done differently via the media. It was all done via the newspaper. So people would send out newspapers, wanted signs, and they would send out these things hoping to get their return. Now, their return wasn't necessarily anything more than the newspaper was something that we read every day. A wanted sign was something nothing more than the fact that you had this dilemma of sorts. And, as I sit here and talk to you guys, it's very hard for me to give you a serious, honest to God outlaw story because I have a father and son playing golf in front of me. And I gotta be honest with you, it's the coolest thing ever. I did not think of coming to Tombstone and watching a mini golf tournament going on. I'll suddenly feel like, man, the Irish judge gives him a 4.1. Bob, what a terrible push. I know you guys can't see it. It's probably throwing his game off, so I should shut up. But I can't, or else this wouldn't be a show now, would it? Coffee, that's what it's about. I've never been much for that whole golf game. When it says par and four, and I'm out there 15 and 17 beers in later, normally driving the golf cart in circles, and people are like, sir, you can't do that. Get your golf carts out of our waterfall. I know. That was the last time I went. That was in Las Vegas. You know what? That golf cart cost me a lot of money, by the way, but I don't like talking about that story because it is quite embarrassing. But, all right, dude, your dad's a pro. Did you see that? Ah, you guys didn't hear that. That was great. He said he's the only dentist that we would know that does not golf. Wow, how about that? I couldn't have done that right there. That was really killer. So please forgive me. Yeah, right? Hey, if you guys get a chance to come out to Old Tombstone and see what's going on, not only is there a putt golf that is really interesting and really cool, and you can get a few circles out here and you can have a good time. There is a cantina that's right behind me that has really good prices on beer and different livelies, different things. Everything is beer here, no hard alcohol, nothing like that. A little more coffee, he says. That's pretty interesting if you think about it, right? That monument that you just saw was a place where there was a brigade of Mormons held off the Apache, and they fought there and they fought there. Lots of souls were killed, lots of people died there. That monument is rather rich when you go there. You can kind of feel it in the air when you're there. You know what? I think it's that time. Yeah, you guys, it is that time of all times. We might have to set up another little commercial break and then get a little bit of excitement out there in the air. I don't know. Maybe not. It is glorious, you know, whether the wind's blowing or the sun's pelting down on you, which I cannot wait for summertime here. It's probably going to be rather hot, but you know, something I'm used to from from where we used to live. Dominic. Thank you, Dominic, for hanging out. Thank you for throwing that stuff in there. Unfortunately, you know, that stuff, I'll see it in the comments and Facebook. It won't happen here, but that's cool. I gladly will see that. If you guys don't know my good friend, you'll check him out here, there, and everywhere. Hey, you know what? Check this out.
What you're looking at right here is the 1827 one and only made of Starlight Concrete, or actually made right here out of original Kobe chain. This here is one of the one and only 2-speed, 2-cycle, get your laundry done. Hot, spun, ring out and done, hang it up on the line, and just like that, you're clean. Hell no, you couldn't catch hands like that. I'd break up a sweat, start getting swamp ass, and then suddenly you're wondering, what happened? And then I gotta do my lot. I digress. Y'all should come out and just see the way picture down here in the coach. So good. And it was sad that Big Nose Kate herself, yes, that fine Romanian lady with the big mouth, she hung out here. Could you imagine while she's doing her laundry? I find on the good note that he was, get out of here with your once again, I digress. Remember, there's a fine line between Saturday night and Sunday morning. Good day, y'all. God bless and pass the ammo.
Well, we're going to attempt that walk that I was telling you guys about. Excuse me for one moment. Let's see what happens. Let's walk a little. I mean, they're going to have a good show today. You know, we have lots of people walking around. That's a good thing for these guys here. That means they're going to have a good turnout. That means generally a good show. What's happening there? You know, a lot of these people out here, these guys out here are working their tails off to give a show. Whatever that show is, whether, you know, they're giving a gunfighting show, they're giving you a tour, or they're just giving you general knowledge. It's rather interesting. We're going to set up right now for the walk. Boy, it's glorious out here. It is glorious. How about that? You know, this walk should be fun. If it's even going to happen due to the wind. Unfortunately, we do get pilfering winds here, as you can see. Dropping off the coffee as well. Don't think I necessarily need to roll around with coffee on the street. Gosh, please forgive me, guys. Let's go down to the courthouse. So, back to what I was saying about these stories, meeting up with people that are like-minded and whatnot. So when I moved to Tombstone, the theory was, you know, maybe a friend of mine said to me, Wayne, you got to come on out. There is a show out here at the OK Corral. You would be a perfect Virgil Earp. And my thought was, do I want to be an actor? No. Do I want to get committed to remembering lines again? No. But do I want to be a part of something that is going to help my community? Absolutely. Something about giving my time to my community, it's a turn on. It really is. It's a turn on in ways that you can't understand, because when you're helping your community and you're watching your community grow, it's exciting. And to know that you have, I don't know, your hand in some way or the other, it's pretty cool. Well, right over here to the left side of me, the Cochise Courthouse, folks. This here now is a courthouse of design, only here as a museum for folks because we don't use this courthouse anymore. Our courthouse has been moved to Bisbee. So that beautiful building right there, it just looks beautiful. That's all it is. So off the street here while we got a chance. All right. So I brought you up by the courthouse. Kind of give you guys a gander at the courthouse because something about it is just so glorious. Something about it is just so cool. Could it be that the city worker girls are the prettiest that are in the county? It could be. Well, it's one. I know. I only stare at a building so long before you're like, dude, it's kind of boring. I know. Please forgive me. Back to what I was saying. I digressed. So when we moved here, the idea was that I was going to put my bid in for Virgil Earp, and I was kept thinking to myself that I was going to help my town. Now I'm going to help my town, but the idea by helping my town is not by reenacting one of the famous killing brothers. It's not by getting out and doing anything more than just being a part of it, showing how excited I am in the community, talking about it any chance I can. Just don't. All buildings, have such a magic to them. It's something that you can't quite explain unless you're standing out here in front of it. It's not a real estate video, though. Now, I will say the one thing that no one wants to pass on, and I'm going to pass on a secret gem. All right, let me get over here. We're going to get over here where the wind isn't killing us so much. Just this beautiful thoroughfare right here. Right down the thoroughfare. The one thing that people overlook because they don't see it and they don't realize it's here is a really, really, really cool museum stuck right here in the heart of our town. Most people come here thinking, OK Corral, Wyatt Earp, Virgil Earp, Doc Holliday, and all those things. If I hear, oh, bigger Huckleberry one more time, I'm going to slap someone in the face. The truth is, this is a really cool museum. Have you seen a rose tree? Now, I'm not talking a rose bush. I'm not talking one that your mom held or your dad held. I'm talking a rose tree with like a trunk. It's rather impressive to think of it. If you guys get a chance to come on down. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. There's a little something for everyone. Whether that's that little boy in you that still gets excited when you think about cowboys and Indians and the shootout, or you're a history buff and there's something about it, the fact that you like the old streets, or you like the old idea of the cowboy action. So many of us, try to find it. Now, for me personally, I didn't come to Tombstone thinking that I was going to take over or I was even going to fix Tombstone. Oh, no. What I did think is I would add an element to Tombstone that's not here. And that's my excitement. The fact that I do what I do. So about 15 minutes ago, you'd walk out on this street, and this street was packed with people. So we know what's going on. There's a shootout down there at the OK Corral. So a lot of people are going to be all hanging out down there, trying to go see the Brothers Grimm do what they do best. Boy, oh boy, what a glorious thought, right? I'm going to sit down right here. Maybe you guys can join me. Come on, stick a seat. Oh, oh man. As glorious as it is, I know it's not very pretty but behind me, but this wall is better than nothing at the moment. Because, I thought I'd just take a rest, give my feet a moment, and we're going to wait for some of these shows to fill out. That's what happens is these streets, suddenly pack with people. Okay, back to what I was saying.
What we have here, the GSX 7775. It reaches speeds beyond all magnificent speeds. It will get you to Night City in no time at all. That's right, if you order now. But just wait, there's a whole lot more.
There is a whole lot more. And I like to think of life that way, about the whole lot more. So back to this great crazy tale here. So while moving here, deciding not to be an actor, not being a part of it, my wife and I owned a very prominent acting school in Los Angeles. And, we were very happy and very proud to say that we did that. Do we want to do that here? No. Do we even want to attempt to bring it here? No. But the idea here is that this little town has done this beautiful thing of saving my personal life. Taking the slow down drive of coming to Tombstone, Arizona was so important because living in Los Angeles, I was going nowhere fast. I was getting kind of nasty and kind of angry. So, by doing this was the first step in getting healthy. So, with that being said, kept thinking, are we going to come here and open our school? No. Are we going to help them? No. So I started hanging out with other people and I started looking at their video ideas here. And I noticed that some are happening, some are not happening. Just like this weekend, we're going out to the Gripping rodeo. It's going to be a private rodeo held privately, obviously, because it's private. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. We have a gender reveal there, and we're going to have some goat roping, some steers, stuff. There's a whole lot going on at this little private little rodeo. And if you got a chance to come on out and see what we're doing, I advise definitely take your chance to get out here. If you didn't know who I am, you are now.
Boy, oh boy.
We do quite a bit here for St. Patrick's Day. So it'd be very unique to see what our town and how our town reacts to St. Patrick's Day. I don't know. I look forward to it. I really. Yum. Let's take a walk. Wait, let's put this down and take a walk. Much better. Okay. Where were we? Good spot. The wind is not so harsh. We can kind of hide out a little bit and get away from it because this is absurd. Yeah. Yeah, sure. Every once in a while, you just got to get used to the wind, and you just got to say, "Fuck it." Yeah, every once in a while. It seems like it's a everyday occurrence here. Got that everyday wind that wants to come and hang out, want to blow your face off. So I'm currently walking down here. You got a few things that you can see. If you walk on down here to Old Tombstone, that's right. They also have the official Gunfighters Hall of Fame. Pretty cool, huh? Hall of Fame, all kinds of. They got the gunfighters of real and of all the movies, so it's pretty cool. So you get a taste of a little bit of fiction, a little non-fiction going on. I like it. Morning, afternoon, or day, or he's like, who cares? Shut up, man. You know, here in Tombstone, it's so cool. We got everything, a little bit of everything that you want. Take a look. You can even come to the Miner's Shack. This big badass place right here, I don't know. It holds absolutely nothing, but I just thought it sounded cool to say that. We're getting an Italian restaurant that's coming in here little by little, one step at a time, I suppose. You know, we can just take what we get when we get it. Let's go over here. Now, if we have an Italian restaurant, does that mean that this is going to be spaghetti Western? That's probably the question of the day. I know that was a really, really bad cheesy dad joke, but I'm an old guy. I can get away with that. So we're walking through the gates of where history happens, guys. You know what? Take a look. You can go up the street and you can see a historical shootout, triple homicide, the whole 9 yards. Or you can come here and get a local after going on. These guys have a lot of fun. It's really cool that they have a shootout for the children and for like all the ages. To me, I don't know. To me, that's the part that sells it, is the fact that we have something that's a little bit for everybody. I am going to set this up over here in the other area. I'm going to go inside and buy myself a beer. So please, take a look. You got a shootout alley where you can absolutely like shoot targets when they die. You even got really cool jail. Take a look at the sheriff. This is my favorite part personally. When I come here and I see the sheriff's station, I kind of imagine as a little boy what it was like when I was playing in the backyard and going, "You're under arrest!" And everyone's like, "That's not a jail, dude. It's a garage." Look at that. You can really get behind that and really feel like you're really like Wyatt Earp here. Well, I'll be John Wayne if you want. I don't know, but it's so cool, guys. Come on down, Old Tombstone. It's got a little bit of something for you and something for me. Something that gets the kids going. That's personally what I like to see. I love to see the kids have a blast. You know what is even cooler? When I see that old rusty guy get that gleam in his eye and he's like, "Man, I used to watch Gunsmoke with my dad." It's like, really? And he's like, "Yeah, this is so cool. You guys are doing, I just got shot." They're having a show back there, so I got to keep my voice down. I do not want to tread on my friend's show because that would just be plain and simply stupid. So let's look around for a little bit and see what we get into. Yeah, we shall. Come on, come on, come on. These guys are working hard to keep this place going. I'm going to walk you guys in here into the jail. Man, if I haven't said this to you guys, and I'm going to say this over and over, I love Tombstone. There is something absolutely amazing about the energy that flows here. There is something absolutely warmthful for your family and for your friends. Whether it's a gunfight, whether it's getting burgers, whether it's getting barbecue, or even a cold beer, I don't know. Something about it works for me. Now, guys, seriously, back to the story at hand. I came to Tombstone thinking that I could make a difference because I got all this experience. You know, I got a SAG card. I've been in 100 movies. I've made 100 movies. Well, it doesn't mean anything when you come into a new community, a community that is driven by guys and girls that do this every day, and you're an outsider. You got to earn the respect, right? So absolutely, that's what I'm in the middle of doing. I'm absolutely trying to do this. I'm doing it in a way that these guys are going to either they're going to understand or they're not. You know, this video thing that we watch all the time. Lots of people use Facebook. Lots of people use Instagram. Lots of people use X. Now, whatever the platform that you're using, there has to be a way for your friends and your family to see what you're doing. So, as far as content goes, yes, this is the way to do it. As far as getting out in your community and doing the things, yes, this is the way to do it. A big part of it is sharing that content, sharing the time with your friends, getting out there and letting your friends know what's going on, good sir. How are you doing today? Guys, as always, I usually don't see comments until after the show is over, until after I posted it. It's something about this whole algorithm chasing thing that Facebook's got me doing right now. I don't know, but I will get it straightened out. As soon as I get it straightened out, you guys will be the first to know. I swear. Okay. Let's do this. What about
Well, friends, along on their travels, I've met means of fine dandy amounts of peoples. And those are just some of those things I'd like to share with you. Life as an outlaw can be rather dangerous, so remember, keep good company, good friends, and a good safe place to hide your hat. We call that place the Rusty Armadillo.
put any money on my books? It would probably help. I know. You're probably thinking you're behind bars, you dumbass. What did you do wrong? I didn't do anything wrong. I'm free. No, okay, maybe not. If it doesn't fit, you must have quit. That's the way that they used to think, right? Can you imagine living your life behind bars, knowing that there is no coming back? I mean, there's coming back only if you get someone to pay for it, or if you hide it itself and it'll bury you back. That's kind of a crazy thought unto itself. I'm not entirely sure how I feel about that. But, man, I love it. I love it all.
Cochise Hotel. Established in the summer of 1897 or something in the whereabouts of.
If you're looking for a home in
This is a historic, registered landmark, maybe even a ghost town. Once this porch faced a major railroad and a shipping hub for the pens of cattle and wagons and ore. Imagine the smell. Here rested on this, the front guests would sit on this here porch and take in the Arizona summer. Now, a private residence offering a unique bed and breakfast events, private parties, museum tours.
Just remember, King Franco has all your needs covered.
Yeah, I'm back. You guys thought I left. You guys were getting of that mindset that maybe I was going to leave and leave you guys alone. No, I came on over because I wanted to show some more of this beautiful, cool little town. You would not have Tombstone, and I mean this, if you didn't have a very special thing. Now, a very special thing is this. Take a look. I'm going to show you something. Tombstone is famous for a lot of things, and a lot of people don't think about it. They're famous for this. Absolutely. There's a famous day that when Ike went to sink his boys down the street with a sign on their chest saying, "I was murdered in the streets of Tombstone." That's right. He put them in their finest clothes. He walked them down the street, strolled them down the street in the back of a carriage, and it was their death. He used that. That was the first actual political refuge of the time. Ike Clanton was nothing more than a mob boss, basically. And he had control over the domain of the area, even China Flats, China Marys, and everything in the area. And the Earp brothers, they didn't like it very much. And that's how this whole story came about. And okay, but look, oh my God, look how beautiful this is. That's my backyard, y'all. Oh, get out. I got the outhouse is waiting. I'm waiting my turn. Well, I'm glad that you guys all got to come and hang out with me today as we walked around. As you know, I am the Tombstoner, the one and only, because there's plenty of us. We can go down to the shootout. No, we're not going to go down to the shootout arena because that's where people will probably think we're weird. And we're not going to sit and videotape the bathrooms because that also makes people feel very awkward. You know, guys, thank you so very much for all of your love, your support, everything you do for this channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Promise I'll be kind of quiet.
Oh, just let me do the talking.
Oh, let him do the talking. Oh, shit, Wednesday. Pardon me? No, I didn't point at you. I don't shoot my camera at my friends. Only the people that are in front of it that are meant to be in front of it, not strangers. Unless you want to sign a waiver, I can have you sign a waiver and you can pay me $700 to put you in my video if you like.
No, you're making the video?
But $700 to get the video done.
How about if I can just watch you?
For $500, you can watch me. $700, you can be in it. You can even be a part of it. $500, you can watch. $350, you can. You have a nice day now. No, I didn't shoot him. Come on. That's why I get paid nothing. Well, looky here, y'all. Old Tombstone.
I am glad that you guys did make it back with me through the crazy end, through everything. You know, I do appreciate it. Today has been a little bit of babbling, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. You know, I always tell people that my show is a 55-minute of barrage of nonsense, 55 minutes of nothing. You know, I like to think of it as being, you know, we're just kind of rambling up here. We're just talking, we're killing time, and we're absolutely making that difference. I know you're like, well, what difference is that? That difference is that you get to speak your mind. Speaking your mind gives you a clearer picture of the things that you probably want. I mean, what I do. So I speak my mind, try to get it. I thought I'd show you guys around a little bit. I'd ramble a little bit. You can have a little bit of a chat a little bit, have a little bit of a smoke. You know, nothing too intrusive, nothing too heavy, nothing too, nothing too heavy. I think I'm sticking to that. Nothing too heavy. Oh, yeah, that's good. Sure, you guys are like, got other more important, cooler things to do than sit there and watch this guy. I mean, I hope you. Hopefully, you are not bombarded with nothing. Hopefully, your Tuesday has. Maybe we'll go out here and we'll get a good look at what. Let's do this. You know, since I've lived here in Tombstone, I have not seen this at all. Wild West tours. It's pretty cool because they got these tours. So what they'll do is they'll take the tours, bring them from all over, bring them down. Now, beer. Beer is a necessity at the moment. Don't you think? I think you would think. I would think if you thought. If you thought what I thought, you might be thinking, but you're not thinking, so therefore you're not thinking what I'm thinking. So I should probably stop doing all the thinking. Here, that's the thought. What's going on over here in here? Gotta have your wallet. You gotta have money. If you want to buy beer, you want to have money. Money gets the job done. Enough. Set this bad boy up in here so you guys don't have to witness any stupidity of mine. There you go. See the cantina. Not that. I'm on mic, so please know that I'm. Oh, man. You didn't see that. But now I feel like I gotta show you because, it's such a cool cantina that we have. Can I bring my camera with you? Okay, I just wanted to ask. Guys, take a look at this cantina. So when you come here for this thing for children, right? We have this really cool children. We got a show going over there. Golf, you got shooting. Then you can walk over into here into this really cool little cantina. Look at this. This cantina has got everything that you can want. Munchies, they got drinks. So if you're not really watching the show or you don't really want to like mini golf, pretty face and a beer, oh my god, it goes a very long way. And you should join me. It doesn't hurt you joining. It doesn't hurt any of us to join. Yeah, please forgive me. Guys, thank you so very much for joining me today on the page. As always, I love doing this with you guys. I am the Tombstoner, and I'm only here to have fun with you. Keep that good work, and remember, you matter so very much, and we all matter so very much. God bless and pass the ammo. Keep it green!
Well, friends, along on their travels, I've met me a fine dandy amounts of peoples. And those are just some of those things I'd like to share with you.